at a new establishment called The Link. Now, The Link was established to bring friends together over a meal and a few chats. This morning we have one of the chefs who's prepared a few meals for us, and she'll be taking us through what she has prepared. Isel, welcome to Morning Life.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Pleasure's all mine. What do you have prepared for us this morning?
So because this is sort of a brunch, I thought let me give it a sexy brunch with a twist, and that twist is ultimate health. So every single ingredient that's been used in the breakfast quiche, the candy biltong, as well as the tomato relish, and then a naughty little chocolate mousse for dessert later, is all anti-inflammatory and completely healthy. So you can really indulge without the bulge, I always say, and yeah, have a guilt-free sexy brunch for Valentine's.
Do you mainly focus on healthy food, or do you also just try out whatever works at that specific time?
Well, interesting story. I was actually born with congenital hip dysplasia, so I've had 14 hip operations to date, and I always say to people, I literally ate myself back to health. And once you understand the value of your health, you become a lot more pickier to what you put in your body. And I really think that's sort of my message that I'm getting across today, is to eat healthy and to look after your own health. It's not only for yourself, it's also for your loved ones. And yeah, it can still be enjoyed in a healthy, tasty way that still looks scrumptious and delicious.
Is it ever too late to start eating healthy? I mean, like, look at someone my age. Would you advise me to start now, or should I have started at an earlier age?
You can start at any stage. Remember, it's never too late to turn around. Often people only start eating healthy once they are ill, and I'm here to say, don't let it get to that point. You know, let's rather prevent getting ill than, you know, trying to heal something that you have at the end of the day. So start today, slowly but surely cleaning out your pantry, and, you know, start replacing ingredients with just healthier options, and that way you can make that lifestyle change. Because so often people think, you know, I need to get rid of everything in my house now, get rid of my pantry. That's quite of a costly exercise, and I always, you know, encourage them that it's not the case. Start with one ingredient a day, because I mean, you know how many days are in a year, so you can imagine the lifestyle change you would have made after a year.
Okay, take us through what you have prepared for us. I see this scrumptious pie. Is it a pie that you have prepared for us?
So this is actually a breakfast frittata. If you did make the crust at the bottom, it would have been a quiche. It's completely dairy free. There's also no sugar or any gluten in there. Ingredients in there is a beautiful butternut. We did it caramelized onions and pepper. Reason for that, both anti-inflammatory, very healing ingredients. We caramelize it with a raw honey. Now, raw honey is really the one that's got all the great stuff in it, you know, the jam packed with nutrition, and a little bit of olive oil for love. That's also anti-inflammatory. And yes, that is as much as that goes into the frittata.
Can you just tell us more about The Link? How was this conceptualized, and what can people expect?
Right. I've been in Johannesburg as a single person on and off for about 17 years, and what we are actually offering with things that we wanted, my friends and I, when we chatted. So what you can expect is delicious cuisine, a safe environment to socialize, business networking. If you're new in town, in Johannesburg, from any of our other parts in the country, this is a place to come and link up. We'll link you up with the people, with experiences, good food, exciting hosts and hostesses to meet, and spectacular locations.
Talk to us about the stunning venue. I mean, you just mentioned that we're in Muldersdrift. Take us through this venue that we're surrounded by.
Right, this venue, I was fortunate to have a tour about a month ago. It poured with rain, and Jason and his wife Laken, the owners of the farm, took us on a tour, Isel and myself. Absolutely beautiful. This is also something that the guests can expect on the day of the event. They will be taken for a specialized tour. Everything that's grown on the farm will be explained to them, and as you walk along you can eat anything and everything.
So for a beautiful chocolate mousse today, like I said, I've got a bit of a healthy twist. Now here in my mixing bowl, it does look a little bit like fudge, right? Now this is literally 2 cans of chickpeas that I've washed, I've drained them, and then I pulped them with a stick blender. Now you can see it's got a bit of like already that fudgy kind of texture to it. Now over to our essence. This is 1 teaspoon of our caramel essence and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. For this, we're going to go for 2 heaped tablespoons of cacao. And then over to salt. Now, it's always important to make use of a good quality salt. This is 1 teaspoon of a brand that I love make using of, that people can see more on my social pages in case they would be interested. And then over to our honey. This is about 5 tablespoons of raw honey. Then over to our almond butter. This is 100 grams of almond butter. Now you can see this is starting to mix beautifully. Now if you don't mind, keep mixing there for us. I'm going to whip us up 2 eggs. Now for this whole recipe, we only need 2 large eggs.
Okay.
I'm literally going to break this into our smaller mixing bowl over here. And you can sort of make use of a whisk with the hand. So we are going to be just pouring this egg into our mixture, just for the egg, and keep whipping that for about 3 to 5 minutes. From here, all you can do is literally just scoop that over into your small little ramekins, and ideally in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours to just set nicely. Garnish with your favorite berries, and Bob's your uncle.
The World Health Organization has urged countries to make preparations to deal with possible cases of the coronavirus.
China's new confirmed infections from the coronavirus outbreak increased by a daily record to top 14,000.
These 213 people have died from the virus in China.
There are now around 17,500 confirmed cases of infections and over 360 deaths.
The mask that you wear that in fact carries the biggest protection you have.
Countries rapidly respond to the virus by shutting down their borders to China.
2,000 people are being kept under observation in Kerala in hospitals and homes.